Benita Firestormer Books. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing my book haul. It's quite a bit of books, so it's gonna take a while. I don't know how long, but thanks for continuing to watch to the end. First off, I got a gift card from my friend Nikki to go to Thrift Books, so this is from that portion. I got A Mask of Shadows by Oscar de Muriel. It's the third book in the Frey and McGray series. Thank you, The Ginger Bookworm, for getting me hooked on this series. This one is Edinburgh, 1889. The Scottish play is coming home, but before the darlings of the London theatre, Henry Irving and Ellen Terry, take their acclaimed Macbeth to the Edinburgh stage, terror treads the boards. A grisly message is found smeared across the cobbles in blood, foretelling someone's demise. As the bloody prophecies continue to come to fruition, Edinburgh's own beloved pair of detectives, Nine Nails McGray and Inspector Ian Frey, enter the scene. Frey scoffs at what he believes is a blatant publicity stunt, while McGray is convinced that the supernatural must be at play. As they scrutinize the key players, they discover that Irving, Terry, and their peculiar preoccupied assistant, Bram Stoker, all have reasons to kill or be killed. But one thing is clear. By occult curse or human hand, death will take a bow the night the curtain rises. So that's this one. I got Shadow Fever by Karen Marie Moning. This is actually the fifth book in the Fever series by her. So I don't want to do any spoilers. Sorry about that. Look it up if this looks very interesting to you. Then I have On the Prowl, a novel of the others by Christine Warren. It's basically supernatural romance. Each book is about a different supernatural creature and them finding love or something. Then I also have No Rest for the Witches, which is a collection of 4 stories by these 4 authors. Basically, once again, supernatural romance. Don't judge. Then this is a series by Caroline B. Cooney. It's Both Sides of Time, Out of Time, Prisoner of Time, and For All Time. And basically it's the story journey of this girl, Annie Lockwood, and how she gets transported into 1895. And basically each book is a different, I want to say, adventure, catastrophe, whatever. I read these before when I was in junior high. And I got this again because I wanted to read it and see if I still liked them like I did before, or if it was just me being young and I don't know. So that's what these are. Next up, we have my brother and sister-in-law gave me a gift card as well to Thrift Books, and I got basically the rest of the series by Karen Marie Moning, not Karen Christine Warren that I was missing, which was The Demon, You Know, Wolf at the Door, Hungry Like a Wolf, Walk on the Wild Side, She's No Fairy Princess, and Born to be Wild. So these are all part of the Others book series. And then I got, this is book 7 of the Fever series by Karen Marie Moning. This one is Burned. So got this one as well. And then a gift to myself because I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Nikki. We want to read the Nevernight series by Jay Kristoff. So I bought this book. And then this one I won in a giveaway that was hosted by Penguins Loose in the Library on Instagram. Thank you. And I got Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi. This is actually the second book. The first book is called Children of Blood and Bone, and I'll be discussing that more in my to be read for February. But this is the second book, and this one, I don't want to read the inner part because then that's basically spoilers, but isn't this so gorgeous? Look at it. Okay, I'm done fanning out. This next batch of books is books that were given to me by my kids and my babe. All of them, they gave it to me. And that's my little one babbling. Sorry, who loves watching this? So first off, we have Dates from Hell. It's a collection of stories, supernatural romance. Dates from Hell, basically. This one has Kim Harrison, Lindsay Sands, Kelly Armstrong, and Laurie Handelin. Sherilyn Kenyon's Death Doesn't Bargain. This is the second book in a Dead Man's Cross. Yes, Dead Man's Cross novel. So, if you like her Dark Hunter series and you've read it before, this is basically a spinoff of one of the other creatures that are in there. Well, not creatures, but you know, it's a spinoff from it. It tells Hell Chasers, basically. Okay, then it's Andrea Kramer's A Rift novels. I think that's what it is. Not Rift. Nightshade, my bad. It's these three books go together, and then these are prequel duology that go with this. Basically, wolves, demons, young adult. That's what it is. I've read them before. Had to get rid of my books because we were moving. And I wanted to get them again because I wanted to read these ones. And apparently there's a fourth book that I didn't know about called Snake Root. So now I gotta go search for that one. But that's what these ones are. Then I have our Dark Duet, which is by Victoria Schwab, which is the sequel to This Savage Song that I got for Christmas from my friend Nikki. And then I have A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the fourth book in the A Court of Thorn and Roses series. I was waiting for this to come out in paperback, so yay. So this next batch of books is a series I got two of the books for Christmas. It's the Dorothy Must Die series. And this is The End of Oz, Yellow Brick War, and then these are like novella stories. There's three volumes. So that's what these are, and they are by Danielle Page. Next up, Slayer by Kristen White. And if you've ever watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, basically you will know how the series ended, and this pretty much is like taking place after Buffy did what she did. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I'm just saying you should maybe watch Buffy. Next we have by Suzanne Dennard, trilogy Something Strange and Deadly, A Darkness Strange and Lovely, and Strange and Ever After. And basically the titles, it's a title and a cover by. So this one is first. It's after her father dies. The dead are on her heels. Her life is on the line. And time is running out. After her father dies and her brother goes missing, Eleanor Fitt is left to deal with her family's declining financial state. With her controlling mother trying to marry her off, 16-year-old Eleanor doesn't think life could get more complicated. But then the dead start walking. Desperate to solve the mystery of her brother's disappearance, Eleanor ventures into the private lab of the elusive spirit hunters, who protect the city from supernatural forces. Always a social misfit, Eleanor finally feels at home among the intelligent Joseph, feisty G, and extremely stubborn yet handsome Daniel. But the more time she spends with them, the more dangerous her life becomes. Interesting. Okay. So, next up is by Alex Flynn. Flynn. Is Beastly, A Kiss in Time, Towering, Cloaked, and Mirrored. And basically they are all retellings of fairy tales, and I admit, I am a sucker for retellings. I absolutely love to read them, and I've had my heart broken by some of them because they didn't suck, but they didn't live up to my standards, therefore I was extremely disappointed. However, I have read Beastly before, and I also saw the movie, pretty much followed it closely enough as can be. So I did not know, though, that the author had written all these other books. I think this is supposed to be... This is a Sleeping Beauty retelling, Rapunzel retelling. I still haven't figured out what this one is because it sounds like a lot of them mixed together. This is actually the third book in a different series, but it's still like retelling. It almost feels like Snow White and the Evil Stepmother. One moment. So, next up we have Thunderhead and Scythe by Neil Schusterman. Schusterman? Yep, Schusterman. So, sorry. Coughs are contagious. So, Scythe is Thou Shalt Kill. A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure could mean losing their own. Scythe is the debut of a thrilling new series by National Book Award-winning author Neil Schusterman, in which Citra and Rowan learn that a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. So I had gotten the third book from Owl Crate when they were offering their Owl Crate exclusive signed book back in, I think I got it in December. So got those two. Next up we have The Secret Swan by Shauna Abi. The Secret Swan, basically it's like a historical romance that chick marries this dude. He doesn't seem very interested. She finds out that he was only marrying her for her bloodline. He leaves off to war. She thinks he abandoned him. And then 8 years later, he comes back, sees a beautiful chick, and he's like, is that my wife or is that her cousin? Like, did I always love her, or is this somebody new who's making my heart race? So I got it because I want to know if it's kind of like the Swan Princess. I love the Swan Princess. Okay. All right. Next, A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I tried reading this from the library. It was too long, so I've been putting it off. Now I got a copy. Deep in the heart of Oxford's Bodleian Library, Diana Bishop, a young scholar and descendant of witches, unearths an enchanted alchemelic. I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever, something with alchemy manuscript. Wanting nothing to do with sorcery, she banishes the book to the stacks, but her discovery has set a fantastical underworld stirring, and soon a horde of demons, witches, and other creatures descends upon the library. Among them is the enigmatic Matthew Claremont, a vampire with a keen interest in the book. Equal parts history and magic, romance and suspense. A Discovery of Witches is a mesmerizing and addictive tale of passion and obsession that reveals the closely guarded secrets of an enchanted world. Then, by Rebecca Ross, The Queen's Rising and The Queen's Resistance. So, when her 17th summer solstice arrives, Brianna desires only two things: to master her passion and to be chosen by a patron. Growing up in the southern kingdom of Valenia at the renowned Magnalia House should have prepared her. While some are born with a talent for one of the five passions, art, music, dramatics, wit, and knowledge, Brianna struggled to find hers until she chose knowledge. However, despite all her preparations, Brianna's greatest fear comes true. She is left without a patron. Months later, her life takes an unexpected turn when a disgraced lord offers her patronage. Suspicious of his intent, she reluctantly accepts, but there is much more to his story, for there is a dangerous plot to overthrow the king of Maevana, the rival kingdom of Valenia, and restore the rightful queen and her magic to the northern throne. And others are involved, some closer to Brianna than she realizes. With war brewing, Brianna must choose which side she will remain loyal to, passion or blood, because a queen is destined to rise and lead to battle to reclaim the throne. Who will be the queen? With gorgeous descriptions and detailed rendering of a world where not everything is what it seems, debut author Rebecca Ross weaves an intricate tale of revenge, loyalty, and ultimately self-discovery. So, you can't tell me these covers are not gorgeous. And last, well, technically not last, but The Bane Chronicles, which is a collection of stories about Magnus Bane from the Shadowhunters world. Excuse me, my nose itches. Basically, it gives an exclusive into his life and why the way he is. It's by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. I'm actually going to be doing a read-along of the Shadowhunters, the Mortal Instruments, all of the spin-offs and things, probably in the summer with my Thea, because I admit I slacked off on them. But the last book, which I don't have in my hands because this is being posted before the first, is the right here. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. Owl Crates, because if you haven't seen my previous video, Owl Crates Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim, which is basically a gender swapped telling of the Count of Monte Cristo. So that is it. That in total, because I know some people are like, well, how many books is that? Drum roll, please. So, the end is never the end. Not when I go check the mail and discover I've won a giveaway and I've got an advanced reader copy of The Lost City by Amanda Hocking. This does not go on sale until July 2020. It's the Amte Origins from the World of Trill. I've never heard of the author, nor have I heard of this. I think when I entered it, I liked the cover of it and it sounded interesting. It's about this girl who's of mixed blood, found as a baby, raised by strangers. She gets a internship to work alongside, I don't know who, she gets to work alongside someone, and along the way they meet somebody else, and maybe they can help her find her family, because apparently her biological mom has ties to the royal family. So yeah, but excited to read. And dun 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 dun, that means the number is actually 49 books. 48 books. So I'll probably get to some of these next year because I got a whole bookshelf I gotta get through. That one's excited. But anyways, thank you for sticking around with this long video. Was there a favorite of yours? Do you want more descriptions about a certain one that I didn't go too in depth about? If so, leave it in the comments. I'm being extra today. I'm sorry. Anywho, thanks again for watching. I hope you come back to see my next videos. And yep, that's it. Peace.